Good morning. I think we're still weight painting. That's what we're doing. Let's go to weight paint here. Oh, and the other thing too is we're going to do a new vertex group, and we're going to say mask. We're going to call it mask. We're going to assign these like that. And then what we're going to do is go to modifiers. We're going to add a mask like this. And we're going to say mask. Boom. We need to go back to mask. Select inverse. Remove. Select inverse. Assign. There we go. There we go. There, now it's hiding those things. So what I just did is I took the body of this and I applied a mask modifier. So my model is still underneath there. If I turn it off, you'll see there it is. Like that. See, here's my dummy. So if I want to use this, it's still there. My work is not deleted. I was worried about having to delete these, but I can use the mask modifier, which is sick. So I can just click this right here, and then it just shows me those areas that I want. The reason I want to see these things is like these are the parts that might be exposed. So the reason why I'm wanting to hide these while it's rendering is because I was getting annoyed with weight painting where like his clothing, no matter what way I would move his clothing, when I was moving his arm out here like this, you could see the inside of his arm like poking through. It's like phasing through the other mesh, and I couldn't get the weights to like perfectly transfer where they'd like treat each other appropriately and proportionately. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why don't I just mask those vertices out, since we're not going to see those anyway, right? So that's what I did. So cool. That's a nice little trick to do. And it's a trick so that you don't have to get rid of the mesh in case you want to use it later. If you're like, I want to use this later, I just need to mask it out for now, we could do that. So that's nice. So much easier to do it that way. Either we need to cool this off. I think I might have to cool it off. Yeah, let's just cool it off. There we go. Yeah, we got some funkiness there, and we're listening to funk, so it makes sense. I'm feeling a little bit goofy today. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it. I'm hoping this doesn't take the entire session to get right. It shouldn't. I'm not the worst at weight painting, but I'm also not the best. You know, I'm just saying it shouldn't take hours upon hours to get this right. This is a simple rig. It's not some complex, insane thing that I'm doing. We got to find the balance. We're gonna find the balance. I just spilled the coffee all over myself. That's okay. I will be one with the coffee. I take coffee internally and topically. Why not? You know what I mean? Jelly bean? Do you know what I mean, jelly bean? Okay, let's rotate it again. Better. That's better. I like that a lot better. Okay, that's a good fold. I like that. And then we need to go to head, weight paint. There we go. There are so many things with Blender that are connected to other things you have to keep in mind, because I'm all about optimization. I am all about optimization. With my After Effects projects, whenever I worked in After Effects, I would make sure that I am working like in the cleanest format possible, making sure that I want to tax the render engine as little as possible so that I can get through renders really quickly, things like that. And I have the same mentality when it comes to Blender. I'm like, okay, if I can just get rid of this, you know, I'll go ahead and do it. But I've learned my lesson from decimating my feet from the other project, that if it's connected to a different object and I'm not realizing it because there's so many factors at play with Blender projects, there's so many different pieces that you're putting together. If I do one thing, it might break another thing because I didn't realize it's connected. So I have to be really, really careful about my decisions, you know, about my optimization decisions. I have to make sure that if I choose to optimize something, am I about to break something else? That is a big, big thing. It's something you have to be so careful about. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, I think we're weighted up. I think he's weighted. That took entirely too long, but whatever. It's done. He's weighted. He's good. Let's get him in a pose. Let's get him spinning. Let's get him going. All right, so we have this. So I want him to start up here, and I want him to basically like land right here. That's where he's gonna land. So we're gonna start up here. So we should have him hanging like a mannequin, you know, or like a marionette, right? Let's get him in a proper pose. There's a good starting pose, yeah? I love it. We need some strings. We'll do 5 strings. Neck, hands, and feet. There, we got our strings. Let's go to rendered mode here. Let's pull up our timeline here. We're gonna animate the Z. Z locations, delete. Frame 1, Z, click. There we go. All right, perfect. And by frame 800, because we're only doing like 33-second renders or so, we want him to be basically right here. Okay, there we go. I like the slow drop, but we don't want this keyframe. We do not want busy. So hits V, and let's hit vector like that. And then let's actually switch over to our graph editor here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's perfect. So just goes, we have like this nice slow start descent right here, and it just gets perpetually faster. The problem I'm seeing already is his tie. It stops. What? Until frame 250. I bet that's it. Physics. Hang on. I bet that's it. Cloth. Where is it? There's a thing in here. It's probably cache. I think it's under cache. Let's see here. Stiff cache. And 250. I'm learning. I'm getting smart. Now it does what I want. Yes. Yes. All right. Cool. I think the coffee really hit me today. Yeah, it's working. So sick. Okay, so sick. It's sick. Ah, there we go. I'm so proud of it. All right, let's get it to turn, yeah? Don't worry about the tie. It's being all janky. Don't worry about it. When I hit play, it listens to me. Let's spin it. Let's have it kind of fall forward, like head first a little bit. So I think the rotation is going to be along the X. Yeah, like that. Let's go to frame 1 and hit rotation on the X. Let's go to frame 800. All right, and we're going to have him flip forward like this. We're actually going to have him flip forward twice like that. 824 degrees. This, we need to switch to vector. There we go. Yeah. Like, no. That's already looking so sick. Okay, cool. Quickly, let's go to the cloth physics here. And let's turn down the speed. Let's cut it into a quarter. Let's say 0.25. Let's see what that looks like. I might even go slower. Okay, we're watching the tie. Not bad, but it should be even slower. Let's go 0.1 like that. Yeah. Okay, that's much better. Okay, now we're going to spin him along the Y. Maybe not quite 360 degrees. There we go. Like, no! That's a cool rotation. Okay, now we need to edit the pose. Yes. Look at that. That's so sick. Like, oh crap. Okay, cool. No. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna have to fix the weight on that a little bit. That's fine. Let's just keep finessing this pose here. Dude, look at that pose. That's so cool. Dude, I love animation. I just freaking love animation. It's like my favorite thing in the world. Oh my gosh. These constraints, dude. Constraints, clear pose constraints. They're not perfect. I'm still learning. I got the head one right, but now that I'm like, I have it all in action, they're being really funky and difficult to work with. Yes, that looks so dynamic and cool. Gotta make sure the lighting is good, but look at that. That's so cool. About to hit the thing. I'm about to be cleansed by the blood of Christ. Okay, let's bring his arm in. Okay, let's roll his shoulder. Right here, we went full skydive position. Oh, that's so sick. Like he's bracing for impact here. He's bracing for impact. And so he's like tightening, he's curling up his legs, right? Okay, let's see how this looks. All right, we're gonna follow him. Yeah. Like, oh no. Wah. He's struggling. He's free falling. That's a song. Woo! Wah. And then braces for impact. Okay, right at the last second, I want his head to duck. Like no, like that. Like he sees it coming and he's like, no. Tomorrow, we will work on either one of two things. The mirrors, like floating shattered mirrors throughout the scene. There's like a bunch of these shattered mirrors everywhere. And then we also need to cut these strings. These strings have to be cut. I'm gonna cut them in half. And the top half are gonna be kind of like dangling in the air. And we're going to parent the other half to the armature so that like as he's falling, these strings are attached to him, kind of dynamically falling. And we'll use the same cloth physics as the tie, because that's like the perfect amount of cloth physics that we're using. And yeah, I'm really happy with the progress. It's so sick.